Hey guys, what's up? I've been getting can you see me at all?
Who is that?
I've been getting a few requests to do a vlog. I don't know, I guess people are just like really interested in my day-to-day life because I live such an insane and jam-packed vive. Joie de vivre is like, I don't know what that is, but that's me. So I thought that I would just vlog my weekend. Today's Friday. As you can see, I'm being lit by the sun. Although this will change very soon because tomorrow or tonight, I think it's supposed to snow. We're supposed to get like, I don't know, 7 inches. Which now that I think about that, that's a lot. I want to read a lot because I don't really have any plans at all for the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised because of the snow if I don't leave my house until next Wednesday. I'm not kidding. I've done it before. Last time it snowed, I don't think I left my house for like 5 days. It's horrible, obviously, for my mental health, but also awesome because it's a great opportunity to just read a whole bunch. I have a few books that I'm reading right now. Well, one, I've been reading Penin for the past like week and I'm only 50 pages in. It's kind of dense and there's a lot of, I don't know, there's like random Russian and French and I think Spanish phrases and words that are randomly thrown in there. And I just don't have the motivation nor the interest to like look it up because it's not explained. And a lot of the language I feel like is a little bit too much for my brain, but I'm definitely, I'm liking it. It's like Mr. Bean. It's like Russian Mr. Bean. He's like a Russian dude who emigrated to America, is a professor, but he doesn't really speak English very well. He's just a silly man doing silly things, and it's definitely very funny. I've been laughing at it quite a bit. And then I have to start About Grace by Anthony Doerr because this is the February pick for, I've talked about it a bit, but my book club, I have like a very secretive, it's like I'm not supposed to talk about it at all. It's Fight Club. It's Fight Club minus the fighting, but I do often leave bleeding, but that's not really from, we do like blood orgies and sacrifices and stuff. But this was our pick for February. I got it at the library. I haven't started it. February is almost over. This is due in 2 days and I've never had an overdue library book. Although I don't know what this is about. Like, this is set in Alaska, Ohio, and the Caribbean, and it's about Grace. I don't know. All I've done today is edit, and then I want to start this right now. I want to go for a run, I think, outside, because as I said, I will not be leaving my house for quite some time, so I want to taste some vitamin D. I've got absolutely no clue what the fuck I'm doing with my tongue. Look at that steaming shit. Okay. This is Jackass. Icicle Death. Okay, you missed. It's not gonna work. I hit it that time though. spilled water all over the floor. Damn. Damn. Okay, delicious meal. God bless me. I feel like I've done nothing today. I've edited all day, and I feel like it takes me so long to edit that it makes me feel like the worst thing in the world is editing for like 5-6 hours, and then looking at the screen and then going, oh, I've only edited 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Although I've also been reading about Grace, which I've decided I love. I think I might like it more than Cloud Cuckoo Land and All the Light We Cannot See, which is so weird because it's like his worst, or supposedly, Goodreads says it's his worst book. It's just like about a man, David Winkler, leaves his daughter, Grace, his daughter's Grace, because it's about Grace. Pretty much the rest of the book is kind of just him wondering about Grace. He left because he thought that if he didn't, Grace was going to literally die. Although that's not really a great excuse. Like, he told his wife, Sandy, he said like, yo, like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of Ohio right now or else Grace is going to die. She didn't believe him. Naturally. So to Sandy and I imagine Grace, it just seems like he abandoned them. But he wonders about what his daughter is doing and what she's like. So it's pretty sad. But he just goes on this wacky adventure. Like, he goes to St. Vincent, which is in the Caribbean. I do think it is kind of a bit long. There's definitely moments that seem to drag on a little bit and are a bit slow. I think it would have been a really great short story. Wow, I see how it is. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, there are parts of this that drag on a little bit and seem a bit slow, but he's just such a good writer and he's so good at creating worlds and lifelike characters that it's not a huge deal. I think that the pacing and the structure of it is, it is a bit weird. It is quite jumpy, but I like that about it. I feel like some people might not. Although right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut my hair. I need to cut my hair so bad. Just a little bit of a trim. I need to cut my bangs and just trim it up a bit. Maybe add some layers. I'm not gonna record it though because I know that if I have the camera on me that I'm gonna be like, oh god, I gotta turn this into a bit. And I'm just gonna fuck up my hair so bad. Because I think it would make a funny video, but it's not worth it. It's just not. So let me do. Also really greasy, so I'm gonna wash it as well. So here's my hair before. And here's my hair after. I swear to God, if I don't remember to snap at the beginning of the next clip, I'm killing myself. Can you see that? Oh. Pissing. He's pissing. Look at this. Look at this dog. This is what happens whenever he plays in the snow. He gets snowballs stuck in his fur. I'm not cleaning that up. I'm setting up my Priory of Shawn book club on Patreon right now. So by the time this is out, it should be up. So you know what to do. Also, look, I didn't have a photo, so I'm just using Tati. Do you see that? And she's breaking her silence. One thing about Tati Westbrook is she's gonna break her silence and suck dick and cock.
And you did it at my birthday dinner.
I still haven't showed you my hair yet. I will show you my hair tomorrow. I promise. I fucked it up. The past 2 days have been so extremely boring. Yesterday I didn't film anything. Although I did finish this morning about Grace. I liked it. I thought it was great. It's pretty much just about two different families with David Winkler is in the middle of his own biological family, his wife Sandy and his daughter Grace, but then he goes to St. Vincent, which is like in the Caribbean, and gets entangled with this other family, this Chilean family. It definitely was a bit long. Like I feel like all of his books though are just a bit too long, but he's such an incredible writer. It's not a huge deal. David Winkler he's just extremely paranoid. Like he is anxiety personified, which like makes sense because he has these premonitions that come true, and it seems that the premonitions are only about people dying. Like 4 different times in the book he sees in his dreams somebody die, and then it kind of just happens. But there were some things that he was doing that I just was not a fan of. Like the very ending, I think it was supposed to be like kind of heartwarming and sweet. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but the way he was acting was quite stalkerish and creepy in my opinion. But hey, it's like a solid 4 stars. I think I liked it a bit more than Cloud Cuckoo Land. Not as much as All the Light We Cannot See though. This is still the #1. And then for the rest of the night, honestly, I'm just gonna finish setting up my Patreon. And then I've also been reading a little bit of Penin. I'm probably gonna read this for a little while longer. And then I also started on the audiobook while I was shoveling my driveway. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. This shit has hooked me so quick. Like I'm already so into this and I'm like 30 pages in. And I'm also probably gonna, I don't know. And then I'm also probably gonna edit a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Play. Life is a movie play. You're the sculptor. No, why has no one ever said this one before? Life is a statue and you're the sculptor. That's about to be everybody's Instagram bio. I'm fine with that. Don't give me credit. I don't need credit because I'm for the people. I just want to end this vlog. Thanks for watching. Oh, my hair. I just did a little bit more of like a bang. I don't know. I haven't looked at the back, so that could be really bad. But if you're editing this, Shawn, watching this, you never like what the back of your head looks like. It's always a bit jarring. So this is the back of my head. This is the other side of it. I was planning to do a lot more in this video, but obviously I was not expecting the snow because tomorrow or tonight, I think it's supposed to snow. It was a lot of snow. There's like a huge storm right now happening in Ontario or something, apparently. I'm nowhere near Ontario, so I don't really know why I'm saying that. But I literally just finished reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I read this in about 3 days. It's 400 pages. Bitch. It was so good. I loved this book so much, and all the praise and popularity that it's receiving. It's so well deserved. For a book about video games and technology, it was surprisingly very human. It hit me the last 100 pages. I got very emotional. I will say I got very emotional, and I teared up a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit near the very end. I couldn't really understand why, but then I realized it was because I didn't want it to end. I got so so attached to these characters so quickly. The last 100 pages is like so sad. Like for me, it was like a little life level sad. Like it wasn't chill. I think that it was quite slow in some parts. Pages 200 to 300 could have been an email. It also reminded me a lot of like The Social Network, that movie that's like totally not based in real life. One of the main characters, Sam, he reminded me a lot of Mark Zuckerturd. And then Sadie reminded me a lot of, at the beginning, she reminded me a lot of Maeve from Sex Education. I don't know why. As well as Sam did also remind me a lot of Otis. Like their relationship was very Maeve and Otis, which I think is a big reason why I connected to this book so quickly, is because I love that show and I love those characters. And building like a multi-million-dollar business and seeing how that affected relationships was super interesting to me. I loved that. I think the first like 200 pages is really about building their business, and then pages 200 to 300 was a lot more about like relationships and the actual characters. And it sort of, for me at least, I like lost interest, but then something happened with the characters I thought was super interesting and tragic, and it really pulled me back into the story. And it like, the last 100 pages, it filled me with so much. Like I haven't had like an emotional reaction to a book or a movie or anything like that in so long. Also, the cover of this book, obsessed with it. Normally I hate rainbow. I think that rainbow was like the ugliest thing in the entire world that needs to be demolished and destroyed immediately. But I like that it's like, I don't know, I think it works really well for this. Also, I have to touch on the way that this book is written, at least a tiny bit. The writing and the structure. There's a part in this, and I literally tagged it in here, where it switches perspective to like an NPC. It's a nurse, and it's just like one paragraph. But I don't know, it just blew me away because I've never seen it done before. I'm sure it's been done before, but I just thought that it was so interesting because it's absolutely out of nowhere, in the middle, in the very middle, it randomly just flips to the perspective of like an NPC looking at the three main characters. And I thought that, I don't know, something about it was just so beautiful and humanized these characters in a way that I was like, what the fuck? And then there's another part, like a whole chapter, I think it's like 20 or 30 pages, where it's told within a video game. Like a big chunk of the story is told within a video game. I just thought it was so good and so cool and so different. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do another little vlog in the future. Spring is coming. Spring is, I can smell it. And once that once spring springs, my mental health, I think, will get a lot better. Okay, see ya. I cut my finger. You have died of dysentery, diarrhea, funny.